How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 11. And I'm gonna be honest, this was a messy week, so let's get into it. Before we do that, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's start off on Monday. Like I said, it was a messy one, and it started off very messy. So I woke up, and I had no plans of running. I was gonna hit up the bike anyway. And I pull the bike out of the shed, and I immediately noticed the tires not spinning. So I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. How ironic is it that I've worked at a bike shop for 3 years and can't fix a bike? I couldn't even, fix a chain, if you ask me to. That's like my worry all the time. If I get too far away from the house and something goes wrong, I'm screwed, because I don't bring my phone with me. I took it into the bike shop. Shout out to Abe, as always, for helping me out. It was literally just this simple little fix. The brake line or whatever had been moved because my dad decided to power wash the bike, which you shouldn't do. So, thanks for that, Dad. I'm just gonna be honest, this is the worst part about doing this series. I have to be honest, especially since I upload my stuff to Strava. You guys know if I'm lying. I didn't go out on the bike. I just took the day off. Good Monday. Fortunately, though, Tuesday came around and we were back on that train. Took out the A6 Gel Nimbus 27s for my first run, and I did 8 miles. And like pretty much all of my runs have been the last few weeks, I noticed my Achilles at the beginning, but it wasn't really a factor past the first mile. I kept going. It was nice. I tried to slow down this week because the week before my times have been kind of quick on the paces. So I just need to bring that heart rate down, but unfortunately it's just been so hot. I mean, we're talking minimum 80 degrees, 90 plus all week, and my heart rate just skyrockets, so it makes it really difficult to recover. Getting started this week. It's Tuesday morning and running up a big hill right now. Whew. Okay, give me a second. This week is very uncertain, so we're just gonna roll with the punches and see what we can make of it. Try and do better than we did last week. It's so upsetting though, because I had such high hopes for August. I wanted to really build up my training, volume, intensity, and it just doesn't want to happen this early, I guess. I was planning on hitting if not 100, close to 100 miles, towards the end in 1 week, but it is what it is. The biggest dub we can honestly take this month is head into September with no more Achilles issues and just be ready to roll from there. Definitely not optimal, but it's not like we're completely out of shape. We've got really good fitness in. 4 miles. We're gonna do a nice little 8 bomb today. Respectable. Still feeling good, but keeping the pace nice and easy. I've been waiting here for 3 minutes to cross. I'm so close. Thanks, boys. Getting a bath right now. One thing I'm realizing that I already knew, it doesn't matter what pace I slow down to, my heart rate's still gonna skyrocket in this shit. I'm so excited for fall. I'm starting to see trees change. Screw summer, man. Summer sucks. And also, another thing that I absolutely need to step up, apparently, I thought I was eating a lot already. I'm not eating enough because every run consistently, bike, run, the last week or two, I've been starving to the point where it's just, I'm uncomfortable for most of the run. And if you've ever played Minecraft before, you know when your hunger bar gets really low and you start taking damage, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's kind of like that. But anyway, I stretched. I'm gonna be honest, that was the only day of the week I stretched. I did some light stretching here and there, but I only did my full routine once. And then I went out for my evening jog of 3 miles. It was nice. I felt good. Once again, slight discomfort at the beginning. Lasted maybe a little bit longer than I would have liked, but then it went away. The main issue was not even a quarter mile into the run, I got stung by a hornet. Or a yellow jacket or something. It was not a bee because it hurt really bad and it lingered for quite a while. And actually, funny enough, as I'm talking about this nearly a week later, it's still there. It's improving quite a lot. It doesn't itch. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, there's a noticeable mark from where I had some sort of allergic reaction. I even thought about just when it happened, stopping and just going home because it hurt that bad. For a hornet?
Oh yeah, something stung you good.
Yeah. Dude, I was like
fat hole.
I was like a quarter mile in, and literally something like I like caught it, and then it stung me. On Wednesday, I went out for another run. Back-to-back days, doesn't happen too often these days, but 8 miles in the Glycerin 22s, and I think this is kind of the point where the week started to go a little downhill, in the sense that I'm actually like fighting pain. Not like exhaustion and being uncomfortable. I'm actually like aching in a bad way. I first off noticed the Achilles is getting even worse. I'm really just considering my options at this point. My shin was also bothering me. It doesn't bother me anymore, but I noticed like a bit of a shin splint on my right leg, posterior on the inside. Just once again, the weather is humid, and even the rain just couldn't bring my heart rate down, so yeah, recovery has been an issue. Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, and I'm feeling very hopeful right now because if you've been following this channel for a while, you know my frustrations with this camera. When I run, it picks up every little sound, all the wind. If there's a gust of wind in Savannah, Georgia, you're gonna hear it here. I bought a bunch of these little wind muffs that I can put over the microphone, and I'm just praying that this helps. I'm praying that this makes a difference because I don't know what else to do. But anyway, we're out here. We had a good day yesterday. Feel the Achilles right now, but my other experiment this week is to kind of see what happens if I run through a little bit of pain. Because my theory last week, or just in general, has been it might just go away if I keep running on it. I've done it with shin splints. Actually, I did it a couple months ago with shin splints. It was bad. Okay, it's raining. I was not expecting this morning, but we haven't had rain in like a week. And also, the pain is starting to ease off, the discomfort. Why does it do that? Literally every run I do lately, it's just, I don't know, the first mile, and then I'm good. I probably won't notice it again, really, for the rest of this run. See that sign right there? That's right. I've now been working there for 3 years. Let's go. 4 miles. Heading home. I'll tell you something. The moment it starts raining, ain't nobody out here. It's nice and quiet. I like it. Heart rate's also nice and low. I'm talking 30, 40 beats slower. We're at 6 miles right now. Just grind out these last 2. I don't feel great today. Just slow and tired, and Achilles doesn't feel fabulous either, which is a little concerning for me. That run was not pretty, but we got 8 miles. So Thursday, I decided, all right, no running today. I promised myself I was not going to run no matter how I felt. Hopped on the bike for 18 miles, and I actually pushed it on this. I was maybe frustrated or something. I just wanted to pedal hard, and I put the bike into like 6th, 7th gear, and I was just like pushing as hard as I could for pretty much the entire way, and I was gritting my teeth. It actually felt quite nice. Most of my bike rides, I feel it in my legs, like I can tell I'm pedaling, but I'm not breathing hard. I'm not uncomfortable or anything like that. It's mostly enjoyable. Back in the Microsoft Windows field, we are at 9 miles right now, a little over 37 minutes in, so guess we just head back now. Update on the sting from the other day. Hold up, let me fix this. Look at that. I have some sort of allergic reaction going on there. Kind of icky. It doesn't hurt at all. It just itches a bunch, and I've been trying really hard to ignore it. I've been taking Benadryl for it, and that's really it. I think I'm gonna ice it tonight. I heard that that's a good thing to do for the irritation. So on Friday, I went out for 6 miles in the evening with my Asics Nova Blast 4s. That day didn't start off well. I mean, I just had a late start. I fell behind on things, and I ended up taking like a little short walk just to get my blood flowing in like the late afternoon, maybe like 2 miles. And then I waited around for a little bit longer before going out. I had been, like I said, consuming so much food, so I just feel nasty. And funny enough, The first few miles sucked, and it was really hot, but I actually felt pretty good the tail end of it, which doesn't make any sense. Why does that always happen? The runs you think that are going to be the worst pan out to be sort of like the best runs you have.
Holy crap. We're 1 mile in and I feel horrible right now. I'm not achy or in pain. Actually, funny enough, this is probably the first run in weeks I haven't felt my Achilles at all, not even at the beginning. So biking yesterday was a good idea, but man, I feel bad. I feel rough. I feel heavy. I feel tired, and there's some good reason for that. So first off, I've been eating so much. I can't begin to describe how much food I've been consuming the last few days. I'm so hungry. It's quite overwhelming, actually. I feel like I'm going through a growth spurt. The growth spurt that I never had. Either way, we're doing an easy 6. Easy. It's gonna be a struggle fest no matter what. It's like 90 degrees. There's so much to complain about right now. Our paces are a little bit faster than I thought they would be, though, which is good. We'll just keep on going. I'll tell you what, though, I've been quite the NPC today, just living like a slug. You ever play like GTA or The Sims? I've been like one of those characters, just mindless. Quite pathetic, actually. I've also been doing some thinking, and I think the Benadryl that I've been taking it pretty consistently for that sting. It's wearing me down. One more to go. This run actually has been somewhat pleasant. I'm also just so excited. This past week I've noticed so many trees are starting to change. Fall is right here. It's right around the corner, literally. In a couple weeks it's gonna be so different out, and it's the best time of year to train. Honestly, it's just the best time of year in general, especially here in the Berg. We get all 4 seasons, we get all the extremes. Our falls are beautiful. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to put, I felt strong. What the hell? I felt really good coming up the hills at the end there. Normally those kind of suck. I have a little bit of heartburn though, and something flew in my eye, but we're holding strong.
I got back and I felt like I wanted to do more. I wanted to run further. I lifted, just did, a short lift, squats. I've really been enjoying squatting. I've noticed, by the way, I'm getting a little bit stronger. These numbers are going to sound so pathetic, but I can squat my weight now. I'm about 135, so it's a lot better than where it was, I guess. And then some like bench press and rows and RDLs, you name it. Just lightweight, but obviously we're just trying to maintain here. I want to prevent injury, funny enough, as I always seem to be injured, but I think in the long run this is going to help me out quite a lot. Saturday, we were back on the bike, and this was an interesting day because I doubled. I've never doubled on a bike before. Saturdays, I have to go into work a little bit earlier. We're talking 10 a.m., but if you're trying to get a decent run or a decent session of anything in, you're kind of scraping by barely to get there on time. I got 19 miles in before work, which was nice. I didn't appreciate how many people were on the trail because I think most people are just like super inconsiderate and rude. They don't give you space. I had like a very energetic spirit that morning, I remembered. I like popped out of bed. It was 7 a.m. and like I've been talking about recently, I've been really struggling to get up at a decent hour. My hormones or something have been all out of whack. I went to work and then I came home, and I definitely wasn't as energetic now, but I told myself I was going to do another bike ride, and I went for 12 more.
I'm just gonna pedal nice and easy for this one. Don't really have much of a plan, just bike for an hour, maybe? Whatever I feel like. Having a little deja vu right here. This is where we were this morning and about to turn around here. I am not one of those bikers that hit up the main road. I don't mess around with cars around here. I don't want to get hit. 28 minutes and 30 seconds in, a little over 6 miles. Just easy pedaling, keeping the gears nice and low.
And it turned out to be like a decent day. 31 miles on the bike. That's the second most that I've done in one day. I did 32 in one go a couple Sundays ago. Now we're at Sunday, and I've been thinking about this upload for the last 24 hours or so, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm gonna try and be like as optimistic and positive as I can be. I, as you can tell, have been struggling on and off with this Achilles thing for a while, and it's so frustrating because this week I very obviously taken a few steps back when I thought I was like on the upswing. I was moving past this, so I don't know what's going on, but it hurts. It's swollen right now. It's not like bad swollen, but I can tell it's like puffier than my left one, which once again frustrates me. I had like a really good run marathon workout that I wanted to do yesterday, and it just fell through. I'll tell you what it was. I wanted to do 15 miles for my long run, but I wanted to see how much of that 15 I could go at sub 6 minute pace. I think I could have gotten pretty far, if not the whole way. That would have been a great data point, and it's just really frustrating. Like 25 miles run and like, I don't know, 48, 49 miles on the bike, something like that. So I'm almost like embarrassed. I know you guys are like really chill about it, but I just feel really embarrassed and incompetent when I put up, you know, a week of training and it's like super low volume. Anybody can do that, you know? I try to like push it and like see what I'm made of for you guys, and this is all I can do sometimes. There are plenty of other YouTubers that you can watch. It just like makes me feel really grateful you guys actually stick around and watch, because I always seem to be injured. I can't seem to make it to the big race. That's where we're at right now. I'm gonna not run. I don't think I'm really gonna run it all this week. Maybe like once. We'll see how we're feeling. That's where we stand. If you enjoyed, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I know we're gonna make it through this. It's not going to be pretty, obviously. Got a lot to work through. I've got to do more, though, like I talked about with stretching. Got to do, like, more strengthening exercises for my ankles and whatnot. I could be doing more, but that's not to say that even if I do all the right things, I'm gonna move past it. I might just have to take more time off. So, anyway, I will see you next week. Bye.